Hello, this is Mrs. Rouse again. I am going to record the first demo tape for you of the year. And what we're going to do is work on an exercise in composition. Now, before I get started, I want to show you what you're going to need today. You're going to need your packet of worksheets. And from your packet, you're going to pull out a worksheet. It's not your first one. We already used this one. It's this one here that has the fruit on it. If you did not get your packet, or for some reason it's not there, I made a copy of this on the assignment in MyMHS. So you can go to MyMHS, stop the video, go to MyMHS, print one of these out. You need a print it out, and then you can come back to the video and you're ready. So you need just that one. You need your bag of goodies. You need to have 2 sheets of just regular copy paper. Now there are, it's slick and it's kind of transparent and inexpensive. There are 2 sheets in your folder of papers I gave you, but if you can run and just grab any 2 sheets from your printer, that would be great. So you need a total of 2 sheets today of the copy paper. Now in your bag, we have lots of goodies. I'm going to put this aside for a second. I have this tape here. It just shows me where to put things so I stay kind of balanced in the camera. So that's to the side. You're also going to need, if you open your bag, kind of an average pencil is a pencil that says 2B on it. 2B, you can read it. Find that pencil. It's kind of like similar to basically very similar to a basic yellow pencil is how this pencil draws. Then I would probably get your pencil sharpener, and you might want to erase somewhere in here. You have an eraser. So that's kind of what you need from your packet today. Then I would put things back in your packet. You want to keep everything together. You never know when I'm going to ask you for something that's in here. Everything's important, believe it or not. So what we're going to do, I already have an open eraser, so I'm switching in this one. So I'm going to get started. Anytime during this video, if you don't understand something or you want to hear something again or watch something, you just stop, rewind, and keep going. It shouldn't be too long a video today. So the idea today is composition, it's arrangement. I'm going to throw you into this drawing without teaching you too much because I want you to start thinking about it. Composition is, let's say this was the size of my drawing. And let's say I wanted to draw a pencil and an eraser and a pencil sharpener. So in my drawing, how do I want them to sit on the page? Do I want them here? Do I want them like this? Do I want them like this? Where am I arranging it? What looks best? What am I trying to say with my pencil sharpener? Which one's most important? So that's what you're kind of doing right now. Composition is where you put the elements of your design. The elements of my design is a pencil, an eraser, and a sharpener. And we're going to talk about it more specifically later on. Today we're just going to practice. So to make things kind of easy for you, I've kind of done some of the drawing for you. Now, unless you have a completely white surface, you can see mine has a fake wood grain. It's easier if you go ahead and put one piece of paper under this so it's a little more opaque, so you can't see through it or it's not so distracting. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your drawing paper. Oh, that's right. Everything we do, open your bag, find your fine tip Sharpie, ultra fine Sharpie, the one that has the blunt tip on it. You're always going to write your name and your block number. So my name is K. Rouse, block. I'll say I don't have a class in block 1, so I'll just pretend that I'm in block 1. So always writing your name on the front of the paper. I'm not going to grade your papers unless your name's written on the front. putting this right back in the back. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to draw these things. Your only requirement is you must draw 5. I'm going to write it on here. Must draw 5. You can draw one object more than one times, or you can draw completely different objects. So there's no rule on how many of anything you draw. If you want to draw, 5 pairs look just like this, that's okay. Or you can draw different things. So what we're going to get to do, you can see right through it, is I'm just going to be tracing it. So let's say that I wanted to put, I'm just kind of making up my design. I want to put the pear right here. So I put this on top of the pear. I can see through the design, and I'm going to trace it. I want you to spend a total of about 40 minutes on this. This is your assignment for the day. It's due at the beginning of class on block C at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you don't have to write this down, block C, 8 a.m. I want you to spend 40 minutes on this starting now. So whatever time you have in class can be your start. I don't know if you're spending 40 minutes, but to do a nice job, it'll take that long. Now I draw fairly fast, so if I want to, I can see some shading there. I could trace the shading if I want to, but that's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. Or I could go back and add some more. Right now I'm kind of stylizing. Okay, let's say I want, maybe I want another pear down here, but I discovered there's a different kind of pear. So I'm going to take this other pear and put it over here in my project. So you're moving things around and kind of arranging as you go. Maybe you have an idea for what you want your drawing to look like. I'm not going to talk about what's good or not good. So it can be creative. It can be to be expected. It can be traditional. It can be silly. It can be clever. It can be any of these things. It doesn't have to be whatever. It's just your design. So if you want to do something that's humorous to you, that's great. Whatever, it's up to you. You cannot add other objects. So and all these words I'm writing here, don't write these on your paper. I just want you to remember. So what I'm doing is I'm tracing, and I can even spend more time. Actually, when we get to talking about shading later, this won't even make sense because the shading's not consistent. Anyway, I'm just tracing the shading again because I can. So if I wanted to, I could spend more time on these different things, being even more careful with my shading, maybe have a lighter touch if I want. So I'm going to repeat this, drawing different. I could trace something else over here, something else over here. However I want my design to look. But you have to have at least 5. And the way they're placed, the placement should be interesting with how it looks all together on the page. So that's the whole point of the project. At least 5 times. You can do as many as you want. They can stick off the side. You can have them behind each other. They can touch each other. That's all fine. At least 5 times in an interesting arrangement. So I'm just kind of throwing this at you today to get you thinking about that it matters where you put things. It's not just how well I draw it, it's how I arrange it as well, and that's composition. So this unit is called composition. And this is your first assignment. So you're not going to copy these words. You're going to keep tracing these objects. You don't have to trace them all. Please do not trace it just like this. Arrange it in an interesting way for you. You know, maybe I want to put an orange right here. I don't know what my project's going to look like. you know, and here's my orange, and I can finish it. It's up to you how you arrange, how you're going to set it up on the page, and then we're going to talk about it later. You're going to finish by sending this to the, submit it to my MHS, like I said, by 8 o'clock on block C. So depending on when your class is, if I don't even have your class till Tuesday, I think you still have enough time because you'll get this started during class. So this is your assignment, about 40 minutes. And have fun, be creative. It's not a hard assignment. It doesn't matter how well you draw because I'm letting you trace. What? Happy face, happy pair. Everything's happy about this assignment. So enjoy this assignment, and I'll see you next time. We're going to talk about them.